Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action. Now, New York starting five. They've got Karl Anthony Towns. Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Robinson in at the center position. And for the Bulls, Zach Collins out there with Buzelis. Then it's Josh Giddey. Then it's Lonzo Ball. And it's White in at the three. Grant, one thing these teams have in common, they are great at rebounding the basketball.
Oh, yes, they are. I mean, it'll be a battle down low. Boxing out is vital. And second chance points may just decide this game.
Now here's Giddey. The kick out to Ball. Takes the three. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey.
Nice quick trigger from Ball right there. Good at sizing up the defense and knowing when to shoot off the pass.
And Brunson, here we go. To the wing, right side. Here's Towns, out to Bridges. The three-pointer off the mark. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with head coach Billy Donovan. I discussed with coach how difficult it is to guard Jalen Brunson. He initially joked. He said, "You'll have to ask my guys that. Jalen is a really gritty, confident player. We can't let him get into a rhythm early or we're going to be in trouble. We'll have to keep our eye on how well this defense does against Brunson." Guys?
Okay, thank you, Allie. Here's Giddey. Softly drops in the floater.
A mistake by the defense. You can't let Ball's teammates get open because he will find them.
Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
Collins outside. Off target with the three. The Knicks have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. That's good from Robinson on the assist by Brunson.
And though he has a scorer's mindset, Brunson willing to make the next pass.
There's a screen. Outside Giddey. Fires the three. And it's New York with a rebound.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Now here's Towns. And it's Giddey with a rebound.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Ball outside. White, the pass to Ball. Back to White from behind the arc. It's hauled in by Robinson. Knicks trail by 5. And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
Chicago foul. Buzelis. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And New York has possession.
2 minutes.
Screen by Robinson. Shot clock at 5. Shoots. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That one's on Zach Collins. New York shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
At the line for the Knicks.
And the second free throw is good. You know, Stan, for a team with such a proud history, the last decade has been a tough one for the Bulls.
Yeah, Brian, it really has. They've had competitive teams, but they haven't won a full playoff series since 2014. And for such a dedicated and passionate fan base, that's been really difficult for them, let alone the front office and people that want to turn this thing around as quickly as they can.
And the basket by Bridges.
Oh, productive from back there. Bridges showing the range.
Ball taking his time here. And again, it's Chicago. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. That's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by White. Outside Anunoby. We've got 33 seconds left in the first. Robinson finds some space. Chicago with a rebound.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
White for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
And I like how White shot it with confidence. He's reliable beyond the arc.
Robinson, a screen on ball. Here's Brunson. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Brunson's got his second basket.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Collins with a screen on Brunson. Ball. Up in time. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. Lonzo Ball. He's feeling it tonight. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen from Chicago, what's your take so far?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
Booz Ellis out there with Kobe White. Then there's Zach Collins. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Ball in at the point. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Jalen Brunson's craft sets him apart. He said, quote, "I've always played with my instincts and tried to see the game a couple plays ahead. As I've gotten older, that part of my game has gotten wiser and better, but I'm still learning." Brian, that's a scary thought for the rest of the league.
He's already plenty dangerous, Allie. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Chicago. White with it, and it's Anunoby picking him up. Ball outside. From deep. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Filling it up. Lonzo Ball, more than a passer.
Brunson. And he gets that one. Brunson's got 6 points. Chicago leading by 7. Here's Ball. He's got 12. Outside White. Back to Ball. It's Giddey on the wing. Fires the 3. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. The Knicks have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
And Anunoby gets it to go.
Yeah, making the smart pass there. I mean, Bridges doesn't just hold the ball.
And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That's foul number 2 for him.
A great job to establish position and square up.
Here's Brunson. He has 6. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Anunoby finds Brunson, shoots over Ball. No dice from the high post. Bulls leading by 4. Pass to White. Ball, a screen on Bridges. Back to Ball. White on the wing for 3. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Laser focus from White. The moment that pass was headed to him, he was ready.
Kicks it out Towns. Fires from deep. Rebound by the Bulls.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Outside White. Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Clock at 6.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Collins passes to Ball. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Knicks trail by 7. Got a piece of it. Here's Collins. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Collins has got his first 2 points.
Well, you see, the ability to get the ball where it needs to go is what really stands out regarding Buzelis.
Anunoby, a screen on Ball. To the inside. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
3rd personal foul. First team foul.
Out to the wing. Here's Brunson. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Stan, it's hard to believe, but the Bulls have not won a playoff series since 2015.
Well, look, Brian, it's hard to win in this league. And when you're rebuilding, trying to find the mix that'll get you over the top is a difficult chore.
Long way from those Michael Jordan glory days. A line change here for Chicago. Now here's Williams. On the take. Nice move. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on OG Anunoby. These are his first free throws of the game. And Williams drops them both. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first half. Bridges right side. And it's Bridges with the jam.
And slipping inside and then going for a strong finish, Bridges stuns the defense.
Herder with it, and it's Brunson picking him up. The Sunmu for 3. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Here's Towns, and he converts the layup.
And he is a force in the paint. Towns is such a huge presence inside for them.
Herder with it. Smith passes to Herder. And so it's the Chicago Bulls up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Getting lots of great Valley as always. Thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Boy, it's been quite a game for Lonzo Ball.
What makes him an exciting player is the ultra-aggressive mindset that we saw over and over in the first half.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
So on the floor for the Knicks, they've got Josh Hart. Miles McBride is out there with DeLon Wright. Then there's Precious Achiuwa, and it's Tuck Cordy in at the 5. Chicago leading by 8. For 3, Smith drops in the 3. Smith's got himself on the board with a 3 there. Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defense is to disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. The Knicks, one of the top defensive teams in the league, and it starts in the paint. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, quote, "We've prided ourselves on having a tight shell. We've got great rim protection, guys who take charges, and we're aggressive on the ball. Guys, great defense has always been Tibbs' MO."
And nothing has changed now. Thanks, Allie. Dosunmu, the pass to Herter. Buries it down low. And the Bulls lead by 13.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Oh, a huge slam! An exclamation point on that break.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points, while the other guys struggle to keep up.
The fadeaway. Here's Achiuwa. Outside McBride to end the run. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Chicago leading by 15. Such a skilled big. 6'10" Nikola Vucevic. He can beat you up in the post, or he can step back and hit a 3-stand.
Yeah, Brian, and he's an excellent passer as well. Throughout his career, Vucevic's teams have been very good offensively, and his versatility is a big reason for that.
Hart from long range. It's hauled in by Herter. Chicago has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Pass to Dosunmu. Now here's Herter. Jacks up a 3. Can't get it to drop. Knicks trail by 15. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by. And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of it.
And there's Herter. That's good on the assist by Smith.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Here's Hart. Soft touch off the glass.
Coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
It's Herter on the wing. For 3, Smith nails it from 3. Smith's got 6.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Right, the pass to Achiuwa. New York shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
First personal foul. 15.
He's off on the first.
Shooting for New York. Precious Achiuwa. Taking 2 shots.
He does not get the second one. And here's Chicago. They're on a 12-4 run. And he makes it on the layup. Dosunmu's got 4 points in the quarter.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
Here's Wright. Boom! He jams it straight down.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Smith finds Herter. Smith with a screen on Wright. Herder with it. Now guarded by Achua. Just 5 on the clock. The open shot by Herder. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Pass to Hart. And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back.
It's so easy to get frustrated when you make mistakes, but you have to keep battling.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
Here's Herder. A quick shot there. It's off target. Knicks trail by 16. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Knocks it loose. And up the court come the Bulls on the break. The SuperLu for 3. They get it back. We've got 13 seconds left in the third. 6 to shoot. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Williams from long range. That one doesn't drop. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Chicago ahead. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got ball. Zach Collins out there with Buzelis. Then it's Kobe White, and it's Giddey in a 2-guard. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls.
Now, you see Brunson with that quick dribble. I mean, that is a nice play.
The ball's knocked loose. Anunoby with it. Guarded now by Ball. Here's Brunson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
Yeah, another thing they did well, running the floor. They've kept the pace high and pulled away with their transition offense. Looking agile on the attack. It's so good to see Buzelis taking the initiative on offense and capitalizing.
Towns looking for an opening. Inside. Stolen by Giddey. White on the wing. He's guarded by Bridges. Here's Buzelis. Collins with a screen on Towns. 3-pointer, Buzelis. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Collins. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 4 assists in the game.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
There's the 3. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Bridges. An easy 2 on the layup. Stan, you've coached so many rookies over the years. What are some key things you like to see from a player coming into the league?
Well, look, you've got to have the guy, Brian, that's ready to compete at that level and has to bring that every night. From there, it's just all about learning. There's going to be mistakes, but you want guys who can learn and improve at a consistent rate.
Is it true that defense is the fastest way into the coach's heart?
Well, it's certainly a way to gain confidence, that's for sure.
We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Towns with the ball, and it's Giddey picking him up. Towns, that's good.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Here's the pick. Ball into the lane. White for 3. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the 4th, and it's working.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the 3-point shot. But when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Brunson, a good look. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Pass to Buzelis. Back to Ball. White on the wing. Launches a three. The Knicks with the rebound. Towns has got 6 rebounds in the game. A minute and a half left in the fourth quarter. Lays it up and banks it in.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Bulls.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Lonzo Ball.
Well, we saw some exceptional passes from him tonight. His vision did a lot to elevate their offense.
This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
Brunson misses. Here are the Bulls with the ball. It's Giddey on the wing. And he lobs it up to the rim.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on them.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Three-pointer, Bridges. And it's Giddey with a rebound. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, B.A. They deserve the win.
Now Ball. So it's the Bulls winning this one easily, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
It'll be the Bulls off the tip. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his side. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Walker in at the small forward.
Once he took off, good night, Jalen Smith on his way to the cup.
And a wide open look for Halliburton. Off target with his 3. Ball against Halliburton. Ball no good.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
On the Pacers' doors last season, trading for Pascal Siakam to complement this hungry team.
And Kevin, it's important in a couple of ways. First of all, he's a 2-time All-Star who's got a championship pedigree. The other part of this is Indiana is an equal opportunity offense, so they want to share the basketball. But Pascal brings individual playmaking and shot making, and sometimes that's a must-have in this league.
Well, Doris, before he started playing basketball, Siakam was on the path to priesthood. And there are a lot of GMs in the NBA saying, amen, that he chose basketball.
Kevin, this young man actually attended a seminary and didn't pick up a basketball until he was 16. But even with that, he's built himself into an all-star and a champion. An incredible journey.
Here's Halliburton, following the basket by Lonzo Ball. Here's Nembhard. And it's White with the rebound. Bulls have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Turner against Collins. Outside, White. Shot clock at 6. Out to Smith. 3-pointer. The shot, no good. Good D by Siakam. And here's Walker outside. That's good. It's Halliburton with the assist.
3. And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Chicago Bulls. Here's the drive, and Ball slams it in.
And I just love the aggressiveness from Ball. When he's driving to the hoop, he's ready to attack the rim at will.
Halliburton against Ball, and they pick up 2.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's White, following the score by Tyrese Halliburton. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I got a few minutes with Billy Donovan. We talked about the challenge of game planning for Tyrese Halliburton. The coach said we have to stay in front of him. The second he gets a step on us, that's when it's going to pick your poison with him. If our guys stay in front of him, I think we should be fine. Back to you.
Thanks, David. Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
Here's Walker after the Bulls pick up 2. Halliburton sets the pick for Walker. No good on the 3.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Smith with a wide open look. Off target from outside. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And the shot goes in. Siakam's got 5 points so far.
So fast to get out in transition. Pascal Siakam dangerous in the open floor.
Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And the Pacers with possession here. The Bulls getting the bucket. Walker the pass to Nembhard. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Halliburton against Ball. Here he goes. And it goes down 2 points. He's got 8.
I'm a fan of how Ball uses that size inside. Excellent at getting his shot off close to the basket.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
.44 seconds left in the first quarter. Halliburton, that's good. Halliburton's got his second bucket.
Well, you have to understand how to score when you're in the paint and you are 6'5". Tyrese Halliburton, he knows the way.
Ball with the bucket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Halliburton drives in. Drops in the layup for 2.
How about that take from Halliburton? That's a big-time finish on the drive.
Here's Ball, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult
The play is under video review.
so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Siakam. It's been all about Lonzo Ball for the Bull. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Don't go anywhere. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his side. And it's Walker in at the 3, the small forward. So they take the lead. White's got the lead up to 3 now for the Bulls. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
Ball kicks to White. The putback. It's hauled in by Tyrese Halliburton. And Indiana shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. For Chicago, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Pass to Smith. Lets it go with the 3. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Halliburton with it. And it's Buzelis picking him up. Turner takes it out to Siakam. Now Halliburton. 6 on the shot clock. Going inside. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
Collins finds Smith. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Boy, that's a high percentage look by Jalen Smith. Exactly what you want your big man to create.
Halliburton right side. And Halliburton slams it in.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Well, certainly with one of the more unique shots in the NBA, Halliburton gets it done.
You know, Kevin, credit to Halliburton and the organizations he's played for, because a lot of them would have changed or tried to rebuild their shot. Halliburton and his organizations knew the shot worked, and he stuck with it. And now he's one of the best shooters at his position.
White up top. Emhart covering. Smith for three. Connects from three-point range. Now it's a 5-point Bulls lead.
Yeah, Jalen Smith wants to stretch the floor. He's got a sweet shot.
Siakam looking around. Pass to Turner. Latre hits it from three-point range. Turner's got himself on the board with three there.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Back to Smith. Ball, the pass to Smith. Over Siakam. It's rebounded by Tyrese Halliburton. And Walker kicks to Halliburton. Outside Turner. And here's Halliburton. 11 points in the game. Siakam outside. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot before second violation.
Bulls ball.
Chicago leading. Outside ball. White wide open. He fires. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. White's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Bulls. Halliburton feeling it out a bit. Lets the three fly. Rosales grabs the board. The Bulls leading by 5. Left side, Ball. Kicks it out to Collins. Another three for Chicago.
And you have to have an appreciation for Ball's passing skills. I mean, he just sees the floor beautifully, easily working the ball over to open teammates.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust.
Number 3, 1, 2.
Pacers trail by 8. Halliburton outside. Siakam a screen on Ball. Takes it out to Siakam. It's stolen by Smith. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game. Here's White. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Nembhard the pass to Siakam. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Assisted by
7 points for Siakam.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Here's Ball. And so it's Chicago with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where... Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but we'll be right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shots. Drum roll. They're thinking about the shot.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We're seeing a tremendous game from Lonzo Ball.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
His penetration was a real problem for them. And then, of course, the monster finishes at the cup.
Vucevic in at center with Williams next to him. Josh Giddey is out there with Kevin Huerter. And it's Dosunmu in at the 3 side. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. Giddey kicks to Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Here's Giddey. From outside, off the mark. Pacers trail by 4. And there's Toppin on the assist from Shepard.
Assist from
Toppin's got 4 this quarter.
This guy very comfortable operating in the painted area. All Obi Toppin needs is a little bit of room to get that shot off.
And Huerter gets it to go.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Dosunmu finds Huerter. Here's Dosunmu, guarded closely. Here's Williams, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
How about last season? Made about 79% of his attempts, so those are really quality numbers.
Herder against Mathurin. They get it back. Vucevic to the pass to Dosunmu. No one near Herder as he lets it fly. His three-pointers off the mark. Pacers trail by 6. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Pass to Shepard. He lobs it up, and Toppin throws it down.
The chemistry Toppin has with his teammates. Just get up over the rim and finish it with authority, Obi.
Indiana foul. Shepard. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Dosunmu, the pass to Williams. And the Bulls with another miss. And so Bryant will bring it up for Indiana. Trailing by 4. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Pacers obviously push the fast break. Tyrese Halliburton says the emphasis is getting outlets and running, playing fast. That's a good identity to have. It's a team that people want to play for, and it's a style you don't want to play against. You've got to be ready to play us. Kevin, the idea is for them to wear you down.
They fly, David. Baseline to baseline. They can really go.
2 minutes.
And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Shepard. Giddey defending. Snatched up. Bryant the pass to Shepard. Mathurin with the ball. 5 on the clock for the tie. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Mathurin's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Herder finds Williams. Herder setting the pick for Williams. And he lays it straight in.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Indiana's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Mathurin attacking. Here's Nesmith. Again, Indiana.
And he's stroking it well, but he just hasn't shown the aggressiveness that they need out of him. Probably in front by more if he was taking more shots.
Giddey, no good. For Indiana, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. For the lead, and that's 2 points on the layup. Nesmith has got the lead up to 2 now for Indiana.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
6'8". That's excellent size, and Josh Giddey makes that dunk easy work.
The Pacers have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Here's Shepard. Giddey defending. Shepard, the pass to Toppin. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Shot clock at 5. Shepard with the ball. Now guarded by Vucevic.
And since halftime, this has become an intense ball game.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
Here's Giddey. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
It's all tied in Chicago. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for Indiana, Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Walker in at the 3. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Nembhard, it's good from long range. And the Pacers lead by 1. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
Ball finds Smith. The Pacers pull it in.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
The layup off target.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one back. That was embarrassing.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Smith outside. Drives to the hoop, and the dunk by Smith.
Oh, my goodness. Off his feet in a hurry. You love to see Jalen Smith play with aggression in the paint.
Halliburton outside. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
Slick drive by Buzelis. He moves well for a guy that size.
Pacers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Siakam a screen on Ball. Here's Halliburton. On the wing, Walker. And it's in there. And the Pacers lead by 1.
And Walker with the size and strength to straight up move you out of his way.
Outside Collins. To the paint. Halliburton with the steal. Pass to Siakam. Now Nembhard. Siakam a screen on White. Lock at 6. Fires the 3. A shot by Nembhard, no good. Bulls have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Ball feeling it out a bit. Beyond the arc. And White, the bucket on the assist from Ball.
An assertive offensive player. White knows he has the green light to rise and fire.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Personal foul. 2nd team foul.
Driving in. No one near Turner as he lets it go. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Miles Turner comes up big in such a big-time moment. All right, Miles, we see you.
Here's Ball. And he converts the layup.
And Ball is not going to back down in these moments. In fact, he embraces being the man when it's a big possession.
And it's Halliburton missing. The Bulls have gone 5 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. And a little over 3.5 minutes.
This kid Buzelis loves these types of situations. He wants to be the guy they go to in the big moments.
Halliburton against Ball. Outside, Walker. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Ball from long range. The rebound by Turner.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
2nd personal foul. 13 foul.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
Miles Turner at the line for two.
And he ends up making the second, and that ties the game up.
Well, a little shaky from the line, and instead of putting them in front, he's only able to tie it up.
41 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Ball dishes to White. Ball sets a screen for White. Back to Ball. 6 to shoot. Shoots. It falls.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Siakam a screen on Ball. Halliburton against Ball. Halliburton kicks to Siakam. Count it!
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Ball, the pass to White. For the win. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. So a close game sees Indiana take this one. This win such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really.
Take a look at this matchup. Both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
And now the Indiana Pacers starters. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. And it's Walker in at the 3. Now here's Bridges. Towns on a screen. Outside Robinson. Pass to Towns. 4 on the clock. Three-pointer, Bridges. The rebound by Turner. Siakam outside. Outside for Halliburton. Bridges against Siakam. With the drive. Oh, Robinson with a block. And that'll be Indiana's ball as it goes out of bounds. Pacers able to keep the possession. And we're about a minute into the first. Just 3 to shoot. Halliburton for 3. And it's New York with a rebound. And Clark, a big part of Tyrese Halliburton's effectiveness. He is tall for a point guard.
Yeah, and you see that across the league, Brian. More and more teams making sure they get size on the perimeter. I mean, they're looking for length in the backcourt, and if you can find it in your point guard, that's even better. And Tyrese Halliburton, a poster guard for long, elite-level point guards. Big Cat says, take that.
To the paint. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. Here's Halliburton. And the dunk by Halliburton.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Knifing to the rim with ease. Brunson attacks these open lanes with tenacity.
Halliburton looking for an opening. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Halliburton's got 7 points.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Brunson. Right side, Anunoby. Top of the key. The rebound by Turner. Pacers leading by 3. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I had a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau. I asked Coach what his plan was for trying to slow down Pascal Siakam, and he said to make him into a jump shooter. He does the most damage around the rim, so we want to force him out on the perimeter whenever possible. It's not an easy task by any means. We'll see if they're able to do this. Back to you guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. And the Knicks with the possession here after the basket by Indiana. Brunson passes to Towns, shoots over Siakam, and the rebound goes to the Pacers.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City, playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude. And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor.
He's so dangerous in the pick and roll. Halliburton beating the defense with that pass right there.
Bridges down low. He's guarded by Nembhard. Towns against Siakam. Pulls up on the wing. Towns can't get it to go.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Here's Halliburton. He can't get that one to fall. Oh, nice D from Anunoby. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Towns on a screen. Here's Brunson. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Siakam with a screen on Anunoby. Halliburton outside. Little luck that time as it drops. Halliburton's got 9 points.
Halliburton always relentless in attacking, making it tough for the defense to find a way to contain it.
2 open that time. Made it look easy.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Turner, a screen on Brunson. Halliburton. And the dunk by Halliburton.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificed.
The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And, of course, they want to make sure it was the right call, but I'm not sure how much it'll impact this game. We'll see.
Yeah, the replay center in Secaucus is providing the officials with the necessary footage to make the call. We're seeing what they're seeing with the best possible angle.
Tyrese Halliburton getting it done for the Pacers. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And the Pacers looking at who they've got. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. And it's Walker in at the 3 slot. Indiana leading by 9. Well, the first 7.5 seasons of Pascal Siakam's career were in Toronto. But Clark, a fresh start here with the Pacers.
You know, it's great for the Indiana Pacers because Pascal Siakam wanted to be part of this group. He saw a nucleus of young talent that had a chance to be competitive in the East and chase a championship. So he signed a nice big contract this summer to remain a key contributor for them moving forward. Actually, he'll be the hub of the wheel along with Tyrese Halliburton.
Here's Brunson. Brunson inside with the finish.
Inside Brunson is pretty deadly, just dropping his shot in.
Halliburton against Brunson. Halliburton on the attack. Right side, Walker. With the teardrop. It's hauled in by Robinson. Knicks trail by 9. Down low. Here's Towns. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
And I'm trying to think of how many 7-footers I know with that level floater in their arsenal. It's the short roll call list, folks.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Pacers love to push it up. Tyrese Halliburton said, it's our biggest strength. Teams don't want to run with us. They know when you play us, have your track shoes ready, especially if you're coming off of a back-to-back or you have a packed schedule. You do not want to see us. Brian, they have their identity.
No doubt about that, and it starts with him. Now here's Halliburton. He's got 11. Siakam with a screen on Brunson. Pass to Nembhard. Lets the 3 fly. The putback. Ooh, Halliburton sends it right back.
How about Halliburton getting his hands dirty, going in there, crashing the offensive glass. Love the versatility.
Robinson, a screen on Halliburton. 3-pointer, Bridges. It's rebounded by Indiana. They've led by as many as 11. Tyrese playing big in the painted area. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
I'd keep going to Towns inside. I mean, it's not complicated. He got awesome touch, plus he's 6'11" and almost 300 lbs.
To the middle. Here's Siakam. And Siakam with the slam.
Assist foul.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Oh, productive from back there. Bridges showing the range.
23-17.
the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Nembhard, the pass to Turner. It's hauled in by Robinson.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Here's Brunson. Fantastic work down low from the crafty Brunson.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
19.
Brunson against Halliburton. To the wing on the left. Turner for three. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist.
3 points.
Turner's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Brunson passes to Robinson. Brunson taking his time here. Towns down low, working on Siakam. That one goes. Count it. Towns has got 6 in the quarter.
And you see Towns with those big mitts, able to control the basketball on the dribble. That's where the size of your hands can be a nice asset for you.
Pass to Siakam. Back to Halliburton. 6 to shoot. And he gets it to go. He's 8 of 11 now.
Tyrese Halliburton so capable of playing multiple positions and roles for this team. And tonight, he's embraced being the scorer.
Brunson passes to Towns. He can't hit that time. Ooh, poked away. And stolen by Brunson. And so it's Indiana closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking. Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Achua is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's DeLon Wright. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Cordy in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's Tom Thibodeau's 5 as we get going in the second half. And here's Halliburton. From downtown. No good. 8 for 12 from the field now. Knicks trail by 5. Clark, we hear a lot of talk about Halliburton's supreme court vision. Just how good is it?
I think it's phenomenal, B.A. To be the facilitator that he is, you've got to have an understanding of what you're trying to run, but also a feel for how to get people shots and to adjust on the fly to what the defense is providing. And it's feel as much as it is skill. Feeling where defenders are, feeling where your teammates are or might be. And that is a gift. And he's honed that in a way that's made him one of the top dime droppers in the league.
And the Knicks miss again. Pacers leading by 5. Here's Nesmith. Pass to Shepard. Toppin, a screen on Wright. And he's going for the oop here. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleek.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Indiana's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. On the wing, Mathurin fires in the triple. And the Pacers lead by 8.
Imagine how much bigger this lead might be if he were a little more selfish.
Outside Hart. The rebound by Nesmith. Indiana leading by 8. Throws it up high, and a slam dunk by Toppin.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
The putback controls the rebound and the putback.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those balls.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fella.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Good work there as it goes. Shepard's got his first points of the game.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Outside McBride. Achua with a screen on Matherin. Clock at 6. Deflects the pass. And it's out of bounds to the Knicks. New York will retain possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
There's a minute 34 left in the third quarter. McBride can't get it to go. Indiana leading by 10. Matherin passes to Nesmith. Back to Matherin. From outside the arc. Pure from three-point range. Matherin's got 6 points.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Here's McBride. The top of the key jumper is on the mark.
That was a prayer. All luck getting that one to go.
40-29.
Here's Shepard, pounded by Wright. Here's Shepard. Bryant outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by New York. Right side McBride. Pass to Hart. Back to McBride. And here's Hart. He's covered by Matherin. Hart passes to Achua. Back to Hart. Lets it go from deep. The shot no good. Here's Matherin. Right with the board. Fires away from way outside. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Pacers out. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And the Pacers looking at who they've got. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. And it's Walker in at the 3 spot.
Man, I love watching Turner pull up for the jumper. Always helps to have a bigger guy who can shoot the ball.
Towns on a screen. Three-pointer, Bridges. Drills it from deep.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Halliburton outside. Pass to Turner. It's Walker on the wing. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
BA, that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Pacers leading by 10. Three-pointer, Halliburton. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. And Towns has got the ball here for the New York Knicks. Back to Brunson. Towns is screen on Halliburton. And here's Brunson from the arc. And again, New York with the triple.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Nembhard outside. Drives to the hoop. And the layup is good off the glass. And the Pacers lead by 9.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Here's Brunson. With contact. Brunson gets it to go.
Now, he may only be 6'1", but Brunson plays much bigger than that. I mean, he plays with a physicality.
Halliburton for 3. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Second team foul.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
And he makes all 3.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Knicks trail by 10. Outside Brunson. Drops in the layup for 2. Brunson's got 7 now in this quarter.
And, man, you got to appreciate how efficient Brunson is. And he takes and makes high-percentage shots.
Anunoby against Halliburton. And foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
And here's Brunson from the arc. Pacers with a rebound. Turner's got his 4th rebound in this one. Bridges on the double. Pass to Turner. Nembhard outside. Siakam with a screen on Bridges. Back to Siakam. And Siakam with the slam.
Yeah, Siakam's got a great head on his shoulders. They'd be smart to use him in that set as much as possible.
Towns finds Brunson. Back to Towns. Bridges outside. Takes a 3. The rebound by Tyrese Halliburton. Halliburton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Nembhard outside. Walker, a screen on Anunoby. Nembhard, the pass to Walker. Takes the 3. Knocks down the long J.
And you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on deep.
Screen by Robinson. Here's Brunson. Pacers with a rebound.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Pacers.
In today's game, you need to shoot it well from 3. That was the difference maker.
Exactly. And the defense didn't rotate out quickly enough to disrupt their shooters.
And what a huge performance it was for Tyrese Halliburton.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
Here's Halliburton. Cash money. Out of his 14 attempts, he's drained 9 of them.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Anunoby can't get it to go. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Siakam outside. Turner, a screen on Towns. And here's Siakam for 3. It's hauled in by Robinson.
Pacers lead 54-43.
And so it's the Pacers taking care of business in this one. It ends. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Allie.
Well, both these teams, of course, Greg, strong in rebounding. Should be a battle out there.
Nothing easy in the paint, Kevin. Both front courts will be fighting for every possession when they miss.
So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. White is out there with Lonzo Ball. Then it's Bruce Ellis. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Collins in at the center position.
Now, guys don't want to guard someone like Jalen Brunson. He just keeps coming.
Ball kicks to White. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Brunson, the bounce pass. Shoots the three. It's all in by the Bulls. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Collins dishes the ball. Here's Giddey. Collins. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Collins with a good read there and laser focused on where he could get to collect the offensive board.
They set the pick. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
And it's the Bulls with the ball. Following the score by New York. Ball kicks to Collins. From outside, off the mark. Knicks have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Here's Towns, and again, it's New York.
And I'll tell you, offense comes really easy to Big Cat.
Ball kicks to Collins. Some nice ball movement here by Chicago. The shot by Buzelis, no good.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Out to Bridges. Good, and the assist goes to Town. Bridges has got 5 points so far.
Bridges confident right now, and I like to see him just be quick with those kind of decisions.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report. Ball with a wide open look. Hands it from downtown.
And Ball, such a high IQ player, superb at knowing when to take that triple.
Bridges sets the screen for Brunson. It's tipped. Stolen by Ball. Pass to Buzelis. Finished off the break.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Bridges attacking.
And you see the confidence Bridges exudes. Just gets right at the rim.
Outside White. A 3. And the Bulls another 3. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Bridges against White. Bridges shot. Good. 11 points in the game.
Just so efficient right now on offense. Bridges picking up his spots and recognizing when to strike.
It's good. 8 points for Kobe White.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Pass to Robinson. And there it is for him.
And this is where Robinson will do damage. He's got the height, he's got the length. And when he's inside, he's going to capitalize.
Ball, the pass to White. Back to Ball. White with it. That's good. And so Kitty with the assist. White's got 10.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. And both of the teams feeling confident right now.
Robinson with it. Now guarded by Ball. Brunson against Collins. 4 on the clock. Offensive rebound. Robinson off target at the rim. He gets it up. He can't get it to go. Kobe White, he's been feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Yeah, getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group Billy Donovan has on the floor. Buzelis out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Ball, then it's Collins, and it's White at the shooting guard position. The basket counts and 1. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. New York shooting their first free throw of the game. The NBA scoring explosion, Brent, hasn't slowed down. We're getting record-setting offenses, it seems like, every single season.
Yeah, Kevin, lots of factors going into that. Obviously, more three-pointers being taken and figuring out the math of the game. But let's give credit to the players and the work that they're doing in the offseason in terms of getting better with their skill to be able to shoot that basketball and seek out the most efficient shot on the court.
Robinson, a screen on White. Brunson kicks to Robinson. Rebound by the Bulls.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
The Knicks with the lead. Here's Brunson. The close-range shot is good from Brunson.
And mixing it up down low, Brunson, not the tallest guy on the floor, but he can finish around the basket.
Here's Ball. Kicks it out to Collins. And the Bulls with another miss. New York leading by 3. Bridges attacking. Can't hit from in close. Outside, Ball. Over Robinson. Up again. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 6 rebounds in the game. Towns sets the pick for Brunson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Lonzo Ball picks one up. Brent, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I think it amazes both of us that Jalen Brunson fell to the second round, the 33rd pick back in 2018. So with that in mind, how has he overcome the doubters?
Well, the first thing he got was opportunity, Kevin, and that's all you can ask for as a young player. What he was able to do in Dallas opened up the eyes of a lot of people to what he was capable of as a point guard in the league. But trust me, Jalen Brunson has never stopped believing in his ability and confidence to dominate a game the way that we've seen him do that in the past couple of seasons.
Here's Anunoby. Following the three-point basket by Chicago. And Anunoby slams it in.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Buzelis, no one around him. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 4th assist in this one. Robinson a screen on Ball. Brunson, hard finish inside.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Giddy, no good. For New York, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first, but there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, T.A. Thank you.
Plenty of power on that slam. Towns was not messing around.
Knicks lead 31-25.
It's White on the wing. Defended by Bridges. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Hey, Greg, Kobe White has proven he can run the show.
Well, he's more than just a scorer. He's become a quality playmaker with better decision-making. But his biggest improvement has been his efficiency.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Towns kicks to Bridges. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. Back to Towns. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
That's a jump ball.
Collins passes it to Giddy. Now Buzelis. And Buzelis gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
That's his first personal. Second.
The Knicks leading by 4. There's 31 seconds left in the first half. And it's Brunson missing.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Pass to Buzelis. Ball a screen on Towns. Here's Buzelis. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
Slick drive by Buzelis. He moves well for a guy that size.
Bridges outside. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
And here's Herter outside. Varied from outside.
NBA rules. There will be 2 minutes to review the play.
Teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They'll bring out the monitor and see if they got that shot off in time.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands. And
okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. What a game we're seeing from Mikal Bridges.
yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Hart is out there with Achua. Then there's Miles McBride. Then it's DeLon Wright. And it's Akporti in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with. Jones kicks to Herter. Jones looking for an opening. Shot clock at 6. For the tie. Rebounded by Hart. The Knicks with the lead. Wright with it. Now Smith defending, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wright.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And Chicago shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Here's Jones. He nails it, and we're tied up.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Here's McBride, defended by Jones. Achua in the corner. Here's Hukporti. No good off the front iron. Here's Vucevic. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Haven't given up any points here in the second half.
Herder getting up there and making that one look pretty easy.
A tight game here in New York. Here's McBride. He's defended by Herder. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Jones against Wright. Herder passes to Williams. Back to Herder. And stolen by Wright. Here's McBride. He's defended by Herder. Outside, Jones. Up and in on the layup. Jones has got 4 points now in the quarter. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
McBride passes to Hart. Here's Hukporti. Pass to McBride. Just 5 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot. And here they come. Here's Williams. And he banks in the layup. And now a 3-point Bulls lead.
And everybody loves a big man that can pass. And Vucevic putting his vision on full display there.
Here's Wright. And the layup's good off the glass. Wright's got his first points of the game.
Hey, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Herder passes to Smith. Smith sets the pick for Herder. Banked in off the glass. Herder's got the lead up to 3 now for the Bulls.
Known for being a scorer, Herder is good at staying active and then looking to capitalize inside.
And right, here we go.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
This is his first free throw of the game. That free throw, no good.
At the line, 2 shots.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. The Bulls leading by 3. No one near Herder as he lets it fly. No good on the 3. The Knicks have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Takes it inside.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Herder, no good. Knicks have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Here's Achua. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
The Knicks shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. And that one misses. That one falls. And the Knicks lead by 3.
A little breakdown there, letting them get that rebound. You can't allow that to happen.
Smith surveying the D. Outside, Jones. There's 48 seconds left in the third. Out of bounds, Bulls ball. Chicago keeps possession. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Chicago with the ball. And it's White missing. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
Not stopping on his way in, Hart going through the defense.
The drive-by ball. Here's Collins. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Ball against Wright. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. The Knicks have shot 3 of 7 at the foul line.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Free throw good, McBride. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the third. Brunson outside. And a miss there on the triple. And a deep 3 from Ball. And so it's the New York Knicks with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. We've got White. Buzelis out there with Collins. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Ball in at the 1.
And how about that finish by Buzelis, the rookie, getting it done.
Robinson a screen on Ball. Brunson goes in. It's rebounded by Giddey. Giddey's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Kicks it out to Collins. Back to Ball. Pass to Giddey. Driving to the basket. It's good.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
Brunson against Ball, and Robinson wide open. He shoots. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Getting one of those guys who, when he's on the floor, plays with that kind of joy that Steve Kerr often talks about with Steph Curry. This is a guy who wants to keep improving in any way that he can.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. It's a 1-point game. Towns sets the pick for Brunson. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Collins with some nice D. Now Buzelis to take the lead. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Robinson up top. He's guarded by Collins. Brunson kicks to Towns. Robinson sets a screen for Towns. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And the Knicks lead by 3.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Yeah, and how about Ball just working his way right through the contact that time?
Ball against Brunson. Pass to Anunoby. Brunson surveying the D. Clock at 6. Robinson a screen on Ball. Oh, Brunson good from range.
Oh, huge moment from JB. Brunson knocking it down.
Knicks lead 53.
Ball against Brunson. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Pass to Giddey. With the teardrop. The rebound by McBride. New York leading by 4. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. Johnson with it, and it's Buzelis picking him up. And that one's good. Towns.
Amazing just how trusted Brunson is with the basketball.
Here's Ball. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Robinson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Jalen Brunson caps off the break.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And right now, White, red hot. Just everything he puts up seems to go in.
The kick out to Anunoby. Right side Towns. From down in the low post, it goes. Towns has got 6 here in this quarter.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Launches it from deep. It's good. And now they trail by just 4.
This kid, Buzelis, loves these types of situations. He wants to be the guy they go to in the big moments.
There's a screen by Robinson. And here's Brunson outside. Stolen by Robinson. Pass to Brunson. Some nice passing by New York here. McBride's shot is off.
No time to waste on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
White with it. He's picked up by Anunoby. Shot by Collins, no good. Got a piece of it. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Good work there as it goes.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game now, looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Just so much activity from John Collins as a stretch 5 at times, hard to track around the floor.
At the line, 2 shots.
And he is unable to get the second one.
Second backcourt violation. Chicago ball.
So it's New York picking up the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, and just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's thanks so much, David. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry.
full-court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
And now the opening lineup for Chicago. We've got Buzelis, Kobe White out there with ball. Then there's Nikola Vucevic, and it's Giddey in at the 3.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Turning on the Jets in transition ball. Excellent job at getting to the right spots in these situations.
Now here's Halliburton. Out to the right wing. Turner for 3. No good that time. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Rick Carlisle and I got a chance to talk for a bit. And one of their main defensive focuses, Nikola Vucevic. Coach telling me that Vuce has the big body, plus he can really shoot it. But they really emphasized boxing him out. Nikola is great at converting misses into second chance points. Boxing out. It's back to the basics, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
Tipped! When it comes to contesting shots, Buzelis is showing us that he's got great timing.
They set the pick. Back to White. Pulls it from the corner. Indiana with a rebound. Outside Walker. The 3 is up. Buries it from 3.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant, but even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end, and there's no question they have the tools to do it.
Ball against Halliburton. There's a screen by Turner. Fires it. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Got to be encouraged watching Turner shoot with conviction, realizing his team trusts him to take these fast shots.
Ball no good. Indiana has gone 1 of 4 from deep. And here's Siakam for 3. Good. And it's Walker who picks up the assist.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Walker with a steal. All alone on the break.
I mean, just so alert with his head on a swivel. Walker able to find the open man.
Three-pointer, Vucevic. It's rebounded by Pascal Siakam. On offense, here are the Pacers. They're on a 10-2 run here. Walker passes to Turner. Back to Walker. Siakam against White. Siakam, no good. Bulls trail by 4. And there's the screen. Pass to Vucevic for 3. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
The ability to stretch the floor is such a dangerous weapon for Vuce and his team.
Halliburton for 3. Hits the trifecta.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Turner. Tip back in for 2.
Playing with real urgency. Turner keeps the play alive. That work ethic from him is just fantastic.
Outside White. 1:14 left to play in the first. Halliburton on the wing. Sinks it from distance. Halliburton's got 6.
At the perimeter, Halliburton has a lot of confidence. He's just about always ready to take that shot.
Halliburton against ball. Outside Giddey. Over Walker. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in.
On offense, Ball is a catalyst. He knows how to move things around and give people quality shots.
Turner, a screen on Ball. Halliburton, the pass to Turner. Back to Halliburton. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Ball. Halliburton, no good.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
And Ball with the basket on the assist by Vucevic. He has 7.
Love whenever Ball is assertive like this. This is how dangerous he can be on offense.
Halliburton looking over the floor. The three ball. And again, it's the Pacers from deep. Tyrese Halliburton getting it done for the Pacers. Hitting 3 trays in the quarter, providing. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Indiana.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
They've also been quick to set up their teammates, wasting no time making the extra pass for the open look.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Ball is out there with Kobe White. Then it's Buzelis. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Vucevic in at the 5.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
White for 3. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 5th rebound in this one. Nembhard outside. Rebound by the Bulls.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
To the left side wing. There's Ball with a 3. Rebounded by Halliburton. Indiana leading by 10. Launches it. Sends it home from 3-point land. Nembhard's got 5 now.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
White, good.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Indiana has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Grant, how about Kobe White? Going from a bench player to one of the league leaders in minutes.
Yeah, Kobe played more than 35 minutes per game last season. Top 10 in the league. You saw White hit another level, so he has an exciting future in front of him.
All no good. The Pacers have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Oh, taking the contact, Halliburton.
He can move around with the big boys. Halliburton not giving in on the interior.
Siakam outside. The 3. Ball with the rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Vucevic gets the bucket.
Too easy for Vucevic. He feasts from these interior spots.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Turner. Back to Halliburton. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Turner from outside the arc. No, he's made 3, missed 2 now. Ball way outside. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
We've seen scoring totals increasing, and fans might appreciate it, but NBA VP and head of basketball ops Joe Dumars said, quote, "I think what fans really want to see is incredible competition. The score is secondary to that. And guys, you talk about competing, Joe D brought it at both ends of the floor."
No doubt about that. Well said, Allie.
Yeah, Ball knows his team relies on him to get his own shots too, so he works to find his looks.
Siakam outside. Pass to Turner. Nembhard outside. And out of bounds. It'll be Chicago ball. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Ball outside. From the arc. Ball with another miss.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Outside Walker. And the 3 off target. Bulls trail by 10. Pass to Giddey. Three-pointer, Vucevic. It's rebounded by Indiana. They've led by as many as 14. To the inside. 50 seconds left in the second period. Siakam, right side. Turner with it. 6 to shoot. To to snap the cold streak. Here's the three. Up again. It's good on the putback. Turner's got 5 points now this quarter.
Real smooth, guys. Great job with the tip in.
Those are the kind of plays on the offensive glass that can tell you a lot about a player. Halliburton outside to the left wing. Siakam, the pass to Walker. Halliburton outside. Let's go with a three. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
Substitution on the court.
He gets it up. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Indiana Pacers now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. Tough to run with them. They get the ball up the court so fast. We'll be back in a moment. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Boy, you got to like what Tyrese Halliburton has done in this game.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
Mathurin at the 2 with Nesmith at the 3. Obi Toppin out there with Thomas Bryant. And it's Shepherd in at the point. That's the 5 for the Pacers. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
Herder from long range. The rebound by Nesmith. Indiana leading by 9. Outside Mathurin. The shake, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Yeah, this is how impactful Mathurin can be in close. He loves jamming it home.
Now here's Jones. He's covered closely. Three-pointer. Drains the triple. Jones has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
Here's Shepherd. Herder defending. Toppin outside. Clock at 4. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. And the Pacers lead by 11. The Bulls have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Pass to Terry, and here's Herder. Shoots over Mathurin. Doesn't go that time. Indiana leading by 11. And Richard, in a league where shooting has never been more valuable, it's great to have a player like Kevin Herder.
And he doesn't need the ball in his hands to be effective. Matter of fact, he's probably best when he's moving off the ball and causing confusion. He puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
Indiana's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Offensive board. Great positioning on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the Chicago Bulls. Pass to Terry. The 3. And Toppin pulls it down. For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Here's Shepherd. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. The Bulls trail by 13. Williams passes to Terry. Now Herder, three-pointer. And Bryant pulls it down. Outside Mathurin, beyond the arc. The shot won't fall. Chicago has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Kicks it out to Collins. And again, no good by Chicago. Tipped away. Here's Terry. He's covered by Mathurin. Outside Jones. There's the three. And again, Chicago, no good. Pacers leading by 13. And here's Shepherd for three. The shot, no good. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Williams misses. The Pacers shooting only 30% in the third quarter. Here's Shepherd. No points yet. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Pacers?
They have found a lot of success in transition, running at every opportunity and getting points before the defense can get set.
Yeah, all throughout the game, the opposition hasn't been able to keep them off the glass, and they're paying for it, giving up second chance points.
Connects from downtown.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
And for the Pacers, they're shooting around 44%. Not bad. Bryant with it, guarded now by Williams, all alone. And it's Chicago with a board.
No defender in sight. He tries to take initiative, but ultimately comes away empty-handed.
And they'll get another chance to halt the run. Pacers with a rebound. Toppin's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Bryant outside. Three-pointer Mathurin. The putback. And so it's Indiana leading by 17 at the end of the period. And they're deep. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for the Bulls, getting the fourth quarter going. Kobe White out there with ball. Then it's Josh Giddey, then it's Buzelis, and it's Vucevic in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Another 3 for Indiana.
And I'll tell you, Mathurin's passing game has a solid foundation. Now, hopefully, it continues to grow here.
A deep 3 from Ball. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Indiana leading by 23. And here's Shepherd for 3. Buzelis grabs the board.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. And here's Shepherd for 3. No good on the shot.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself. And they've won the battle on the board so far, and the scoreboard reflects that.
They set a physical tone early on, and they're being rewarded for their efforts.
Outside Nesmith. Gets some space and buries the jumper. Nesmith's got 8 here in this quarter.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Ball passes to White from deep. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got 3 assists in the game.
Such a good facilitator. Ball has nice touch on that pass.
Here's Shepherd, hounded by Ball. And it's Shepherd missing.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
And here's Mathurin. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. White can't hit. Pacers leading by 19. There's Nesmith with the 3. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. That one on Giddey. A big group substitution here for Indiana. Turner, he's checked in for Bryant. Siakam comes in for Toppin. Nembhard, he's checked in for Mathurin. And Tyrese Halliburton subbed in for Shepherd. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. The three from Ball. Indiana with a rebound. Neesmith's got 4 rebounds in the game. Halliburton for 3. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Fires the 3. And White hits from deep. White's got 6 in the quarter.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
2 minutes.
Halliburton against Ball. There's Neesmith with the 3. He's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Pacers leading by 22. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Neesmith on the wing. Back to Siakam. 4-3. And it's Chicago with a board.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Pacers.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
To the wing on the left. 3-pointer, Buzelis. The rebound by Turner. For Indiana, they've gone 4 for 10 in the 4th. Pass to Halliburton. Nembhard outside from behind the arc. Buzelis grabs the board. It's stolen. Turner passes to Nembhard. 36 seconds left in the 4th. Halliburton outside. Clock at 6. Back to Nembhard. Puts up a deep 3. Neesmith on the wing. Launches a 3. Can't hit that one. Outside Giddey. Picked by Vucevic. White for 3.
Kobe White for 3.
And so Indiana takes this one by a big margin. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving.
Doors. That should attract a lot of attention in this game. That matchup at the guard position. That is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match.
So the New York starting five. Jalen Brunson out there with Bridges. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Robinson in at the four-man position. Now, here's Bridges. Following the miss by Pascal Siakam. Anunoby, good.
Boy, how do you match up with OG Anunoby's length and athleticism? This guy is going to be able to get shots off because of both of those.
Here's Nembhard to the middle. And finished off by Siakam.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Now, here's Bridges. Pass to Anunoby. 5 to shoot. Robinson a screen on Halliburton. Bridges passes to Robinson. And Robinson throws it down hard.
Yeah, good awareness by Mitchell Robinson. Reads the coverage and capitalizes as a roller.
And a fun run by the Knicks in the playoffs. But Doris, horrible injury luck ended their season.
Kevin, borderline absurd bad luck for injuries. You think about it, Julius Randle goes down in the regular season. And then in the playoffs alone, Mitchell Robinson, OG Anunoby, and Bojan Bogdanovic all missed significant time. And who can forget Jalen Brunson getting hurt in that Game 7? Almost unreal bad luck.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, earlier I spoke with Rick Carlisle. He talked about facing a point guard like Jalen Brunson, and he told me Jalen's got a great sense for angles and knows how to attack if anyone's out of position. You have to stay disciplined on defense. Of course, Brunson will be the focus of their attention tonight. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks.
We call that tough points from a tough guy, young Tyrese Halliburton.
Knicks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Brunson scanning the floor. Here's Anunoby, and Anunoby slams it in.
Let's remember this is 6'8" with some hops. OG Anunoby with the dunk.
Halliburton against Brunson. Robinson with the block. It's Brunson, top of the key. The kick out to Towns. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Brunson finds Robinson. Bridges for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy's dangerous as a shooter.
Doris, when you think of Mikal Bridges, what comes to mind?
The fact that he is available almost every single night, that you can count on him to bring great defensive intensity. He's become a legitimate threat from three-point territory, and now all of a sudden he's adding some ball skills. Mikal Bridges gets better every single year.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. Following the score by Indiana, Brunson kicks to Towns. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for Indiana. They trail by 3, and Halliburton slams it in.
Yeah, that's Halliburton's handle, getting by defenders to the spot and then finish with authority.
Here's Bridges. The Pacers making the shot. Anunoby a screen on Halliburton. Bridges misses. Pacers have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. They now take the lead.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Brunson. No scoring in this one. To halt the run. Robinson a screen on Halliburton. Second chance shot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, you can see the confidence that Mikal Bridges has in himself. This guy's going to take pride in going up strong, forcing the issue, and getting himself to the foul line.
And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively, but where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. But giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls, they've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
Robinson with it. He's picked up by Walker. Here's Anunoby. Can't get it to fall. The Pacers have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Here's Halliburton, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Halliburton's got 6.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Indiana out in front. They storm. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
On the court for the Knicks, we've got Mitchell Robinson, Jalen Brunson out there with Mikal Bridges. Then there's Towns, and it's Anunoby in at the 3. Stolen by Brunson. And even 3-on-3 break. Floats one up. The Pacers pull it in. Here's Nembhard. He's off on that one. Bridges with some nice defense. Robinson kicks to Bridges. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Indiana leading. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Turner with a screen on Brunson. Halliburton passes to Turner, and it's slammed in by Turner.
The intellect and skill that Halliburton brings to the game, such a high-level passer.
Towns sets the pick for Brunson. He takes it in. Brunson on the move.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
The Pacers shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. And one thing among many doors that's so impressive about Jalen Brunson, the way he goes to work in the paint. Wow.
Kevin, at his size, you have got to be crafty. You've got to have great footwork and great patience. You've got to be willing to work in a crowd. What he does is really impressive.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Tyrese Halliburton has become the face of the Pacers franchise. He says they've done a great job of allowing me to spread who I am and how I play throughout the organization. Guys and the coaches have adapted to that. Good things are happening. I want us to be the best team in the league. Kevin, he's certainly taking it in the right direction.
David, I'm infatuated with this guy as you are. He does so much at such a young age. Man, the sky is the limit.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Brunson the pass to Anunoby. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Jarris Walker.
OG Anunoby is tremendously athletic, and when he plays with this level of aggression, it's hard not to foul him.
One of the best 3-and-D wings in the league? Well, let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
Halliburton inside the three-point line. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Brunson, left side. Walker with some nice D.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Siakam for three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Halliburton's got 3 assists now in this one. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Out to Bridges. Six to shoot. Inside. Here's Towns, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Now that's Karl Anthony Towns at his absolute best. The shot making incredible from every spot on the floor.
Kicks it out to Siakam. Pass to Turner. And it's Turner finishing it off.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Bridges shot good.
Such a smart offensive player. Mikal Bridges assertive and focused when he gets this close.
Halliburton feeling it out a bit. Walker against Brunson. Left side, Walker. It's rebounded by Brunson. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
Brunson down the lane, and it's sent back by Turner. Halliburton finds Turner. Indiana moving it around. Nembhard with it. Takes it out to Siakam. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Siakam's got the game tied up here for the Pacers.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
It's a tie game in Indiana. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Pascal Siakam, guys, really making a difference here.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
They're going with Mathurin and Nesmith on the wings. Thomas Bryant is out there with Toppin. And it's Shepard in at the point. That's the Pacers 5. Mathurin with a screen on right. Shepard the pass to Nesmith. From deep, Bryant. Rebounded by Hart. New York shooting well. They're at 45%. Doris, the way this Knicks roster was put together, they have a great level of physicality.
Kevin, if you think about it, with the way the rules are starting to trend back toward that level of physicality, they've got an opportunity to be successful. They also have a big-time star in Jalen Brunson, so there's a lot to like about the future.
Wright looking around. To the inside. Achua. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Pass to McBride. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Shepard, the pass to Mathurin. And Indiana, another three.
A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
Hart with a screen on Mathurin. Right outside. Pass to Achua. Now Hart over Neesmith. Bryant with the rebound. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. To the middle. And Toppin throws it down.
The chemistry Toppin has with his teammates. Just get up over the rim and finish it with authority, Obi.
Here's McBride. And the layup is good. McBride's got 4 points this quarter.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Here's Shepard. That three off the mark. Knicks trail by 4. Right outside. Pass to Hukporti. And there's the slow dunk to finish it off.
What a pretty pass from DeLon Wright. This guy can play 1 or 2, but that passing ability is important at either position.
Driving the lane. And then Toppin with the jam.
My goodness, Toppin puts on a show. What a special dunker this guy is.
Now here's Wright. Not a lot of room. Pass to Hukporti. Achua in the corner. The dunk by Achua.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. Now, here's Toppin. Covered by Achua. 1:25 left to play here in the third. There's a screen by Toppin. Here's Neesmith. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And the Pacers lead by 4.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Back to Achua. Pass to McBride. Fires from deep. Achua controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Shepard, guarded by Wright. Here's Neesmith. 2 points. That one goes. Neesmith has got 6 points in the quarter.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And Wright kicks to Hart. Back to Wright. Pass to McBride. To the paint. And he steals it. What a pass to set him up.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
The Pacers have gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
There's 10 seconds left here in the third quarter. Outside, Walker from outside the arc. That shot missing. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. It's the Pacers. They're up by 2. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Indiana's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. We've got Jalen Brunson. Anunoby out there with Robinson. And it's Bridges. And it's Towns in at the 5 down low. On defense, the Knicks, and that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Here's Halliburton. Knicks with the rebound. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Turner with the steal. Halliburton against Brunson. And the shot goes in. And the Pacers lead by 4.
Well, you love when guards are unafraid to get to the painted area and finish. Go ahead, Tyrese.
Brunson goes in. The Pacers pull it in.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Siakam, that's good.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Halliburton for 3. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Brunson, right side. Brunson, hard finish inside.
That's toughness. That's ability to absorb contact and finish. That is Jalen Brunson in a nutshell.
Brunson against Halliburton. Siakam a screen on Brunson. Halliburton passes to Turner. Offline with his 3. Knicks trail by 5. Lets the 3 fly. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. And so Siakam will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. Siakam sets a screen for Halliburton. Siakam kicks to Halliburton. Just 5 to shoot. Turner with the screen. Releases. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Towns down low. He's covered by Halliburton. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Towns. Here's Nembhard, defended by Bridges. A shot by Nembhard, no good. For New York, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Pacers leading by 3. Halliburton passes to Nembhard. Halliburton against Brunson. Halliburton kicks to Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
Pascal Siakam. Improvement, yes. Big-time player, no doubt.
Halliburton against Bridges. Outside for Robinson. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. The coach's challenge has been issued. This team like this.
Third personal foul. First team fouls
to make. Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to do a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double-checking, and the game continues on.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. He asked his team to dig deep. He said, I know you're tired, but they're tired too. It's about who can give more than the other guy at this point. Show me what you can give. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Halliburton has the kind of personality that keeps him steady in big-time moments. How about that? Unfazed.
And that tacks another big point onto the lead. Great N1 play, showing us now a little bit of that killer instinct.
Brunson the pass to Anunoby. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson.
You can see that OG Anunoby wants the opportunity to deliver in a big moment and does.
Halliburton against Brunson. Siakam's shot is off. Knicks trail by 3. Towns sets the pick for Brunson. Good work defensively by Turner. Indiana's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Siakam against Robinson. Turner with the screen for Siakam. And he's good on the 3-ball. And the Pacers lead by 6.
Siakam in the clutch. What a delivery.
Bridges dishes to Robinson. Money! And now they trail by just 4.
What an effective, efficient offensive possession. They'd love to get that shot every trip down the floor.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5.
Tyrese Halliburton.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
And he just garnered a little bit more insurance there. Very confident that he's able to go up and knock those down.
Towns, no luck. Now the Pacers with it. Now here's Walker. So the Pacers take the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood